There's a right way to handle things, and there's a wrong way to handle things. So we're going to talk in our short amount of time today about a good way to approach conflict resolution and a bad way, which is not conflict resolution. It can be conflict explosion, right? When we don't target things the right way, it can make conflict become chaos. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, can't go over it, can't go under it, we have to go through it. Conflict resolution strategies. But before I talk about the skills that you need to address conflict, first of all, it's a mindset. Okay? You have to think up front, I don't just jump in and fix it. Okay? Sometimes I have to sit back and listen and hear all the facts before I can go in and try to address all the things that are going on. We have a saying in conflict resolution, you don't attack the person, you attack the problem. Okay? So think about that. You don't attack the person, you attack the problem. Here's our quick agenda. We're going to talk about reaction versus action, some of the current challenges you might be experiencing at your agency and at your child care area, some immediate resolution areas that you can talk about. When you're kind of thrown off guard, if a parent or a coworker comes to you and you had no idea that there was any kind of conflict, or that parent was upset, or that coworker was even upset about anything, and just whoosh, 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, they went, oh my gosh, I'm so upset, I need to tell you about this. And you had no idea. You were completely off guard. I'm going to arm you with some of those strategies that might be helpful in the immediate sense. But then I'm also going to give you some proactive long-term strategies for what I call the repeat offenders. Okay? For those parents that are just never quite happy, that are always upset about something. You try to address that problem, and then a week later there's another issue, and a week later there's another issue. Or in turn, for some of those coworkers that are never quite happy. Okay? We're going to talk about some positive changes, and then we're going to do some Q&A. But again, if some of y'all have been to some of my trainings, we do Q&A throughout. This training is for y'all. So as we're talking about something, ask your questions, tell me how we can help, and we'll go from there. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Would y'all agree with that statement? Mm-hmm. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. If you react the right way, you will foster positive relationships. You will build trust with other people, not just with the parents that you work with, but those coworkers that work for you. It will earn respect. And let me tell you something. It doesn't mean that your coworkers and your parents are going to be your BFFs and they're going to love you every day. Okay, they don't have to agree with you all the time. But even if they disagree with you, if you handle a conflict really well, you're going to earn their respect. Do you agree with that statement?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely. It will show professionalism in front of others, especially if you handle conflict well in a public area and you can't isolate the situation. I'm going to show you some techniques on how to isolate that situation, but sometimes you're in a weird position and you just can't. But if you handle it really well, it's going to show professionalism in a public place. And it's going to make you feel better when you go home at night. If you've had a conflict and you've handled it really well, you're going to sleep better at night. Okay, you're not going to be dwelling on it, stewing on it at night, going, God, I should have done this, I should have said that, should have, could have, would have.